Um, Good Saturday morning, everyone. I hope you're feeling all right. And our final, yes, we got some hearts and and smiles. Excellent. All right, so Saturday morning, 90-minute flow sequence. Good morning, Ted. Good morning, Jeffrey. Tammy and I are here. Excellent. From Cheesesteakville. Very good. I like it. Nothing wrong with Cheesesteakville, that's for sure. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Samantha, Sarah, Jason, is it Tammy? Jason, what's your... All right. Jeffrey. All right, you guys. Well, so it's been a long week, another week down. This was week 8. I can't believe, is that right? 8? Yeah. Today's the 48th live stream yoga class that I've done. Sound okay? Everybody's good with the sound here? Because yesterday we had a little bit of an issue with the sound at first, and then thankfully I caught it. I can't believe it. I caught the sound situation. So we'll start. Today's going to be 90 minutes. 90-minute flow is a little bit more than an hour. If you're not used to doing a 90-minute flow, pace yourself. I got my tent set up so I don't have the sun beating down on me. I can save myself from wearing sunscreen and smelling crazy. My back is a little tender, I gotta say, because my little guy, our little guy, the 8-month-old, who's 8.5 months, Liam, he was up at around 5:20 this morning, which normally that's a normal time for me to wake up. But I was tired. I went to bed late. I was just doing a little bit of work late into the night, which I probably shouldn't have been. But anyway, so I was, I put him down, pick him up, put him down, pick him up, put him down, pick him up like that. And now I feel like an old man. I feel like an old man with back trouble. So we're gonna first start off with a little bit of nice little back stuff. Easy heal Ted's back. The first part of this class is gonna be healing Ted's back. So I hope you're okay with that. Otherwise, if you're newer and you're just practicing with us for the first time, the main idea is not to hurt yourself. Anyone can do any yoga class, as long as you practice to your own ability. If there's anything, or if I do something and it's just science fiction to you or way too advanced, then don't do it. Just watch and be entertained by party tricks. But more importantly, don't injure yourself. It's really easy to do things in the yoga practice where you can get hurt. And we don't want anyone to get hurt. We don't need anyone going to doctors or hospitals unnecessarily in this time in our world. That's for sure. All right, so 9:05, I try to start at 9:05, so we're gonna start, you guys. Let's take the feet about shoulder distance, bring the palms together. 9:05 for me, but not 9:05 for everybody. Jeffrey, it's 12:05 p.m., midday yoga on the East Coast. 12:05, shoulders relaxed, top of the head floats up, breath smooth. Just take a moment. Take a moment here, connect with your body, connect with your breathing. Set your intention. Your intention is really important. Let me just check, what is this going on here? Why is that? There we go. And your intention is simply whatever you decide you want it to be. But I always give a couple recommendations. Intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen, something that you might want to think about during your yoga practice as you're struggling and suffering, or breathing and stretching and feeling amazing, right? It's kind of this deeper meaning to your breath and your movements. And it's whatever you want it to be. So just voice it to yourself. Good. And then drop your head to one side. Easy side stretch. So when you drop your head to one side, it's the other side of the neck that actually stretches, right? Breathing here. And then switch sides. Same thing, other side. We got some birds out here today. No lawnmowers, no chainsaws, hopefully, for the whole time, but we'll see. Good, drop the arms from there. A few neck rolls, forward and back, or not forward and back, in a circle. It's cooler today. It has been, this week, it was 102 degrees in my car when I got my car. Oh, that was probably a little, but definitely mid-90s, high 90s. Switch directions with the head rolls. So it feels good to just be able to have a mid-70s morning here. Good. Back to the center, some shoulder rolls, forward and back, forward and back. I hope everybody's healthy and happy and, you know, and safe. And just in case you're newer and you didn't know, we do these on a donation basis. They're totally free. Obviously, you're not paying to do this, but if you are in the financial position to help our studio, because my studio shut down, go ahead and take the arms up, interlace the fingertips. We are asking for donations if you can. Many people have, which we're very thankful for. So just my quick plug, because once we get going, I don't like to make any of those kind of housekeeping announcements. So if you can go to 5pointyoga.com and you can find your way to do it there, or you can just Venmo me directly, which is at Teddy McDonald. And again, that's much appreciated. Thank you very much. It definitely has softened the blow for us regarding getting back to business, which I don't know exactly when we're going to be able to open up again. Fold to one side, stretch. We're technically gyms and fitness studios and nail salons and hair salons are phase 3 in this California reopen plan. So right today, this weekend, they opened up some trails, they opened up switch sides, they opened up some toy stores and bookstores and retail shops, but only for curbside pickup. So that's phase 2. They opens up some trailheads. We're actually going to go for a little hike later, and we're going to do a little social distance hike. Greg and Jake and Doria. And we'll see. Back to the center, lean back, take a big inhale. We'll see if it's crowded. Fold down as you exhale. Hang forward and stretch. It is a tricky thing to figure out, what's right, what to do, how to do it, and all that sort of stuff. But main thing is keep yourself safe, right? Keep yourself safe, you and your loved ones. Hanging forward here, stretch. So part of the lower back situation, I think I just kind of strained it a little bit. So I'm going to open up the hamstrings right here. That's going to help. Grabbing the elbows, dropping the head down, breathing deeply. And then we'll sway. So sway a little bit side to side. Sway one side. Sway to the other side. And breathe. And stretch. And breathe. Oh. Good. Couple more. All right, back to the center. Go ahead and interlace the fingers. Stretch the shoulders. Keeping the legs bent. If your back is tighter or your legs are tighter, definitely keep the legs slightly bent. Breathe. All right, and then release the arms, and then let's turn open. So turn open to the side here. We're gonna do a little bit of some hip stretching. Make sure my back is okay. So you're going to bend over to your right side. It's technically my left, but if you're looking at me, maybe it would be your right side, and sink over and stretch the inner thigh. So this is an inner thigh stretch, adductor. Make sure the feet are facing straight forward. Breathe. Good, smooth, even breaths in and out of your nose. And you know, one of the cool things about the yoga practice is it immediately puts you right into your body. So if you have, your mind is kind of super chatty this morning, switch legs, and you know, you're worried about stuff, or just take this time, this next 90 minutes, less than that now, 80 minutes, and just see if you can check out of that mind chatter, check out of any stress that you might be having, and check into your body, your breath, the sensations. Right, back to the other side, same thing. This time we're going to add a twist. So once you get into your hip stretch, I want you to make sure you feel it here. Then lengthen the upper body, twist and turn up. Oh, yes. Oh. That's a hummingbird. So cool. Sounds like a motor. One more breath, twist. It's a little wildlife preserve. We had a bunny yesterday. We got all kinds of geckos around here. Lift up and twist and turn. We had, what did Michelle told me the name? They were mourning doves. We had those mourning doves that one day. That was back in the beginning of our live streaming. I haven't heard them in a while. 2 more breaths. Good. And then back to the center. Now you're going to go down again. This time you're going to go down and you're going to sink down. And this may or may not work. It kind of depends on your body and your knee. But I'm on my toes here, and now my foot is flat. My leg is straight, and I'm flexing the feet. This is more hamstrings here. And just kind of lean into the hamstrings a little bit. Oh. I always wake up Saturday, and I feel like I'm crushed, my body. Because Friday afternoons, I have 2 back-to-back fitness sessions, and then switch sides, and then all week going. It's funny. I'm definitely exerting more effort during this quarantine than I normally do. Like if I have if I teach yoga, I'm not really practicing the whole entire yoga. I'm looking around at other people. But I've been practicing these sessions with you guys 6 days a week. So I'm doing 6 full yoga sessions, if not more, because I have other private clients too that I'll see through Zoom or whatever. So I feel like I got to do it with them too. And then I have my personal training fitness sessions too, switch sides, with private clients or corporate clients. So sometimes there's a team of, 6 or 9 or 12 or whatever it is. Same thing, stretch. And which is part of the reason I take off on Sunday because I need to. And then thankfully this week, so besides all that, then I throw in my running switch. And this week I got to go 2 runs. Now we're going to go side to side. I got to go up Ladyface Mountain twice. Yes. It was so good. Side to side. Like yoga, for me, running is one of the things that gives me such joy and pleasure. So now you're kind of moving side to side. This is a very sort of primitive move here. So if you feel like you want to, grunt and groan and, act like a little ape, you can act like a little ape if you want. Woo, woo, woo. But the idea is to open up the hips, and depending on your knees, you're obviously supporting this a lot with your arms. But if your knees can handle it and your hips can handle it, you're going side to side a few more times. Oh boy. Yeah, so I get such pleasure out of running and trail running specifically. And it's been so beautiful to be able to get up on the top of that hill and really just push myself. Go ahead and straighten the legs. But anyway, by the time I get to Saturday, I'm like, oh goodness, give my body some recovery. Hang forward here and breathe and stretch. Drop the head down and stretch. Which is one of the reasons why I love the 90 minutes, because at least we don't have to rush through everything. We can build up to it. Oh, so lean to one side. Take a nice big stretch. And then lean to the other side. Take a nice big stretch. Oh, yeah. All right. And now, walk the feet back together and walk them to the front of the mat. Abdomen strong. Slowly roll your way up. So whenever you come up and down, and this is especially, just because I'm feeling a little tenderness in my back, which will be gone by the end of this class, I'm sure. But whenever there's a lot of this up and down in yoga, and if you just use the muscles in your spine, you will get sore. So you have to engage the abdomen some and bend the knees slightly, and that will for sure help you. Okay, so palms together, arms up, nice big inhale. Fold all the way down, forward exhale. Extend your spine as you inhale, look forward, step back to plank. Top of a push-up, hold it here, breathe. Abdomen strong, breath smooth. Some push-ups, lower halfway, chaturanga, press back up to plank. Halfway, chaturanga, push back up to plank. 3 more like that, halfway, chaturanga. These can be done with the knees down if you need to. 2 more, lower, press up. 1 more, lower, and push up. Good, drop the knees down. Cat and cow tilts from here. This is what I've been asking for. My body has been asking for. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, we had some focus this week. We had back bends yesterday. We had shoulders. I think it started on Monday. We had kind of hips and quads for runners on Tuesday. A few more times here. Inhale, exhale, inhale. We did core on Thursday. Good, back to the center. Lift the feet side to side. Shoulder and hip together one side, shoulder and hip together other side. Oh. Good, breathing. All right, and then right back to downward facing dog. Come on up, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a nice big stretch. And then switch sides and stretch. Good, straightening both legs. From there, come up on the toes right away, walk softly to the hands. First one we'll take slower. Halfway up as you inhale, extend the spine. Fold down as you exhale, stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back as you exhale. Vinyasa, lower down. You can lower all the way to the mat. A gentle back bend, easy cobra pose. All right, just take a moment or two here and breathe. Yeah, so it should feel good. You never want to go beyond what feels kind of good, maybe a little challenging. But you definitely don't want to go into pain, that's for sure. One more inhale, a little taller. And then child's pose from there. Child's pose, a few breaths. And then downward facing dog, come on up, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a nice big stretch. Then switch sides and stretch. Good. Straightening both legs. Up on the toes, walk softly to the hands. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale. Stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Sun salutation A. We're going to do a couple rounds here. Arms up, inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Pause here and breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Lifting the tailbone up, extending the shoulders, one more breath. Up on the toes again, walk softly or hop forward. Extending your spine as you inhale, folding as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Let's go 2 more rounds, arms up again, inhale. Folding down forward, exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga, so you could lower all the way to the mat or halfway. And then upward facing dog. And then if you wanted a little extra, you go back to chaturanga. Then downward facing dog. Pause here, breathe, fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Great, up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Halfway up as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, let's do chair pose. And hold chair, let's do 30 seconds. Hold it here and breathe. Arms up by the ears, breath smooth. Just about 10 more seconds. Sinking a little bit lower. Good, one more inhale, and then stand up. Bring the hands together at the heart. Exhale, take a big full breath. We're gonna go right into, I know I said 2 more, but we're gonna do plenty of sun salutations. So right into sun salutation B, but we'll break down the first one. So chair pose first, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step back as you exhale or jump, that's fine. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Good, right leg up behind you, hold it up. First couple breaths, just hold it and breathe. Sink the left heel down if you can. Stretching the back of that left leg, extend the shoulders. And then some core strength, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to the left side, twist. Back and up. Forward up to your right side. Back and up. All the way forward to the hands. If you had the blocks, then you could grab them. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips down. If you don't have the blocks, obviously totally fine. Come up on the fingertips. That just gives your body a little bit more space to stretch. Inhale, exhale. Oh, yes. Inhale, exhale. Keep it going. Oh. Mother's Day weekend, friends. It is Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day to every mom out there. Give your mom that was, and then what that is. Go ahead and turn the back foot flat, warrior one. Arms up, shoulders relaxed, breath smooth. From here, hips turn forward, sinking down a little bit. Clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingers up, pull the shoulders back and down, drop the head back, breathe deep. Good, one more inhale. And then fold down as you exhale. Drop the head down, stretch the shoulders, a few breaths. Good, one more breath. And then come on back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Good, from here, left side, when you're ready, take it up behind you, hold it up. Yeah, my mom passed away in October 3rd, 2005, so she's been gone 15 years almost. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a long time. One more inhale, lift up, and then shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to the right side, twist, back and up. Forward up to your left side, back and up, and all the way forward to the hands. Now on the fingertips, or grab your blocks and then straighten the front leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, sink the hips down. Yeah, there was a while, keep that going, that I didn't want anything to do with Mother's Day. Nothing. I was like, I don't have a mom anymore. I don't want anything to do with it. Get me out of here. I'm just going to go be by myself. And, I have my cousin Pat, actually, who's technically my mom's cousin, who's in her 80s, who's kind of like, she was like a surrogate mom to me for a little while when I first moved out here to LA. But anyway, then I started to feel better about it, and celebrate other people's moms, obviously. And it wasn't as heavy for me after a few years. Still, sometimes it gets heavy, right? Thinking about my mom. Turn the back foot flat. Come on up to warrior one. Because, if you understand if you lost your mom, but it's not the club you ever want to invite anybody into, that's for sure. But at some point it does shift and change, but then one year can be really heavy, or a moment or a day can be really super heavy, and then other times it's just all good, right? I mean, if none of us would be who we are without our moms. Sorry. But that's the truth. None of us would be who we are without our moms, so we have to have some gratitude for moms, here and gone. And then clasp the hands back, interlace the fingertips, lift the heart up, shoulders pulled back, head drops back. Once we had Madison, then of course it totally shifted. One more inhale, and fold down forward as you exhale. Now, because my wife is, in my humble opinion, one of the greatest moms ever, she deserves the world, that's for sure. She works hard, as all moms do. One more breath, give it a good stretch. And then back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Take your leg back, vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. And I'll share just one more story about my mom. That we used to get into these knockdown, drag-out fights, in the later years of her life. She died when she was 63. 63, it's too young to die. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. And then switch sides and stretch. But we used to get into fights because she didn't take care of herself. She wasn't very healthy. And she smoked pretty much most of her life. She didn't eat well. She didn't exercise. All the things we know that we should be doing to keep ourselves healthy. Straighten both legs. Come up on the toes. Walk or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward, fold down, exhale, drop the head. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale, and then stand, hands together, exhale. So now we're gonna flow through, and because it's Saturday, we're gonna do a single round through, a double round through, and a triple round through. So it's a little bit harder sequence through our sun salutations. And so if you have to skip anything or skip a vinyasa, you can just skip it. That's totally fine. But otherwise, here we go. Chair pose first. Inhale, fold down, exhale. Halfway up, inhale, step or hop back, exhale. Chaturanga, or lower all the way to the mat. Upward facing dog, maybe chaturanga again. Downward facing dog, right leg first, take it up behind you, bring it all the way forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Deep bend in that front leg and a tall stretch, and then hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, maybe chaturanga. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Remember, it's your abdomen that helps bring that leg forward. Then reach up and stretch. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Yeah, so we used to get into these fights, and I'd always tell her, you gotta move, you gotta do something, yoga, you gotta do something. And she's like, I can't do anything, I can't do anything, it's too painful, it's too painful. She got addicted to prescription pills, and it was a mess. Come up on the toes, walk or hop. She eventually died of a heart attack. Halfway up, inhale, her heart just collapsed. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale. And stand, hands together, exhale. But the moment that she died, all of that aggravation and that conflict and the argument, you know, and the parent-child, the mother-son, you know, all this kind of, the sparring back and forth went away. It just immediately was gone. Chair pose, inhale. Now, I don't know what your relationship is. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up as you inhale. Step or hop back as you exhale. Vinyasa. Now we're going 2 times through, to be continued. 2 times through. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down as you exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa. Lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Second round through, right leg goes up, bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, inhale. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa. Back to down dog. So, hold it here, breathe. I don't know what your relationship is with your mom or your dad for that matter, because I lost my dad in 2007. But if there's any, you know, strife or conflict or anything like that, just know from someone who's had experience that when they go, you will miss them. And up on the toes, walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale, and then stand, exhale. You know, because even though there might come with some, you know, around the edges, the parents, you know, they're still our parents. And so if you can see through, I know some people have they've strayed so far from anything that resembles a decent relationship with their parents, and maybe it's right just to keep going in the opposite direction for them, for you. But if there's any nuggets to be had, hold on to those, because those are really what matter. And if you can make them matter more in life, I think that will last a longer time after they're gone. Chair pose. Inhale, not to be somber. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up as you inhale. Step or jump back as you exhale. We're going 3 rounds through. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down, exhale. You know, my mom used to say to me, you're gonna understand this when you have your own kids. And I can tell you, she's right. She was right. Left leg up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, inhale. I think one of the biggest things I learned after having kids is how hard my mom worked raising us. We're 4 boys. Right leg up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, that's the second one. Good, left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog one more time. Right side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up. Stretch. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, left side, take it up, bring it forward, Warrior 1, and then hands down, take the leg back, Vinyasa. Great, downward facing dog, pause for a moment, drop to the knees. You're gonna keep the toes tucked, right? So you can see that, keeping the toes tucked back here. Sit back onto the heels, a little bit of a break. And a little bit, you can catch your breath, and then do a little shoulder stretch too. So interlace the fingertips, turn the palms forward, reach the arms up, stretch the feet. Yeah, so it's funny, immediately when I got the call that my mom passed away, which I'll never forget, was a Monday night, October 3rd. I had just finished teaching a yoga class actually in Calabasas. And my brother called me just crying and crying and crying. And but immediately, all of the strife, all of the frustration, all of the anger, you know, just went away. Like a blink of an eye, just vanished. You know, lift up, lean back, breathe deep. One more breath. And then come all the way down, forward exhale. And obviously every case is different, but that's just my experience. So hold on to the good stuff. Even if there's a lot of bad stuff, hold on to the good stuff. Good, so now back to downward facing. Right leg up again, right away. Bring it all the way forward. Stay on the back toes. You're gonna stay on the back toes today, crescent pose. Right, so Warrior 1, back foot is flat, crescent pose. You're up on the back toes. Arms up from here, shoulders relaxed, breath smooth. Good, and then from here, arms out to the side. Lift the upper body up, lean back a little bit, breathe. Good. One more big inhale. And then lean forward, step up to Warrior 3, balance, flex that back foot, extend the spine, breath smooth. Whoa. And then we'll go to half moon right away. So you open up that top hip. So standing on my right leg, opening up that top hip, right hand down, left arm up, and hold it and breathe. Good. Now look down and then come back up to Warrior 3. Good. Solid balance. and then left hand goes down, right arm goes up, twist and turn, lengthen up, twist and turn up, breathe deeply. Good, one more inhale, big twist. Yeah, and then drop the hands, drop the feet. Shake out the legs for a second. We're gonna squat down, so feet apart. Squatting down into Malasana, squat pose, palms together, sit up nice and tall. Good, so you can stay here and stretch, or you can go into crow pose. That'll be the next arm balance here, because we love arm balances here. Set the hands, lean in, and let's do the first one. Let's go ahead and just hold it. We're gonna do a few probably today, so I'm here. A few more breaths. You feel comfortable, you can jump back or slowly hop back. If not, then just step back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Good, left leg right away. Take it up behind you. Bring it all the way forward, staying on your back toes, crescent pose, come on up. Good, breathing. Arms out to the side. Lift that heart up a little bit more. Open up the heart center. Open up the heart center for all the moms. All the moms doing their mom life. Lift the heart up, lean back, take one more inhale, and then lean forward, step up, warrior 3, balance, driving that back leg back, extend the spine forward. Good, and then stacking that hip so that right hip opens, left hand goes down. For me, that's which side I'm on right now. Breathing deeply. Good, a few more breaths. And then slowly, whoa, back up to warrior 3. And then right hand down, twist and turn, driving the back leg back, left arm up, big twist. If you have a treat, you can use it to help you. Twist a little deeper, but keep lifting that back leg and drive it back. Okay, good. And then hands and feet down. Shake out the legs. This time we're going to do a little bit of a twist. So now you're going to come down onto your toes, right, like this. So squatting down onto the toes. Whoa. Balance for a moment. And first we're just going to twist. So left arm goes up, hooks across your right thigh, palms together, and twist and turn and breathe. Good, one more breath. Feel that in the spine. And then back to the center. Opposite side. If your legs are fatigued, you can always just straighten them for a second and then come back into it. Other side. Opposite arm up. Hook across. Palms together. Twist and turn. Good, one more breath. And then back to the center. Straighten the legs again, and then you're going to come down, and this time you're going to turn in the direction. Oh wait, no, sorry. So now I'm going to turn away. So what we're going to do is side crow pose. So now my left hand goes up. You're going to see this because I'm going to go forward like this. And by the way, this is not for you just sticking to the stay in the squat for a moment, but this is side crow pose. So my left arm goes up, it hooks across my right leg, and then I set the hands Forward here, abdomen really strong. I pick the bottom foot up first as I bend my arms and balance here. And remember, this right arm is free. If you can, breathing deeply. If you can, lift the head, work on straightening the arms, and then shoot the legs back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. If you're in the squat, we're going to switch sides. So come on down. Now we do the other side. So the right hand goes up, hooks across here to the left. And you could just do the twist again, right? That's totally fine. You're twisting up the arm balance. You got to go a little bit lower. And I turn my whole body so that when I get into the twist, my hands are at the front of the mat. So that if I want to jump back to Chaturanga, I'm right where I need to be to go through the vinyasa and get to down dog, right? That's the fun part of it. So from here, bottom foot comes off, top leg goes up, breathe deep. And then shoot the legs back. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. So if you're in the twist, go ahead and come and meet us in downward facing dog. Excellent job. Take the right leg up behind you again. Bring it all the way forward. This time we're going to drop the back knee. So again, if you need a little extra cushion, you double up the outside of your mat, come up, and take a little bit of a detour into a yin moment here. So just lift or sink forward. So this is more quadricep and hip flexor, sinking forward, just a few breaths. Yesterday, my friend Jonathan commented, he said, "Thank you so much for doing some more yin style." So I was actually thinking of doing this class kind of like 45 minutes of flow, kind of a harder, stronger, right into it flow, and then 45 minutes of yin. I opted out of that, so we're not doing that, but but I did think about it. Maybe next week. Left arm up, lean back, or maybe a special event, because to do a solid 45 or hour of yin, I've done it once during these live streams. We should do it again now. So good. Lift up, lean back, hold it. One more inhale. And then forward again. Now tuck the back toes. We're going back to crescent. That's how we're going to do our standing poses. So crescent pose. Arms up, breath smooth. Breathing deep. Arms out to the side. Lift the upper body up. Lean back. One more inhale. And then lean forward. Step up. Warrior 3. Balance again. Hold it here. A few breaths. Arms can be forward or out to the side. Whoa. Good. And then hands down from there. Standing splits. So just lift that back leg up as high as you can. You got 3 options. One is just hang forward and try to straighten the standing leg and lift the back leg. Second option, grab your ankle with that right ankle where it grabs the right hand. That's the right hand grabs the right ankle, and then lift the back leg. And third option, both hands grab the right ankle and lift the back leg and breathe. So I'm balancing right now, just the foot. And I don't know if you can see it, but my foot is all dancing all kinds of different places. Just hopping around, trying to figure it out, how to balance, all those little tiny muscles working hard in the toes and the feet, right? And then if I lose the balance, and it comes back. So that's strengthening all of that. So that's what you want. Lift it up a little bit taller if you can. One more inhale, and then both feet down. Shake out that right leg again. We're gonna go back to our squat. This time we're gonna offer up a headstand sequence from crow pose. So if you're not an arm balance person, you're going to get a lot of squatting today. So you can just stay here and lift up and breathe. Actually, I'll give you an alternative. So this one here, you can take your left hand out to the front, right arm up. Oh, right, that's a nice little twist there. So I'll do it for now. Good. And then switch sides, same thing. So palms together. Notice my arm is in front of the knee. Right hand is down, left arm is up. Twist up. Good. One more inhale, lift. And then back to the center. And now you can either go back and do that again for, let's say, 3 breaths on each side, 3 to 5 breaths on each side, or into your crow pose again, play with that. And then the version I'm going to do is a crow to headstand. So crow pose, first you set up your hands, lean in, knees in. From here, bend your arms. There's a little moment of faith where you got to just drop the head down, and then you got to get the hips above the shoulders. From there, take the legs up, hold it and breathe. Good, not a long time. Coming down, knees to your triceps there again, and if you can, this is one of the trickier parts, is coming back to crow, and then jump back, and then upward facing dog and downward facing dog. And if you're still in the squat, then just go ahead and come back. And then we'll go to the left side. Go ahead and take the left leg up, bring it all the way forward, and take your mat, fold it over, unless you have some cushion or you're on a rug or you got a super thick mat. Then you can, and it doesn't matter. You won't need that, right? From here, sink forward and breathe. Oh, I got a nice cool breeze right there. Look at that. You know, it's funny. Well, I guess I just was talking about, holding on to those moments with your mom. And if you knew your mom and you had a relationship with your mom, even if it wasn't so great, maybe there were some moments that you could hold on to. But truthfully, in this, right now that we're in this moment that's unprecedented, obviously, right? Take the right arm up. And it's funny because, there's a lot of emotions. Sometimes people get down in the dumps, and sometimes people go, high, and sometimes things are okay, and sometimes things are not okay, and all that's reality. And my wife actually, she said, we should go watch Life is Beautiful again? What was the Italian movie with the Italian guy, Benigni, who won the Oscar, and he plays a Jewish guy, a Jewish dad in a concentration camp. I want to say it was Life is Beautiful. I'll have to ask my wife. But I think Life is Beautiful was with somebody else. Anyway, lift up, lean back, take one more inhale, and then forward. We're going to go back up into, I think it was Life is Beautiful. You guys will have to let me know. Anyway, here he was in a concentration camp, basically, come on up, crescent pose, ready to die with his kids, thinking he's separated from his wife, thinking his wife is already dead, and playing these games with his kids just to help them, and himself too, for sure, just maybe make it not so intense as it was, right? It's just a beautiful story. Lift the heart up, lean back, breathe deep. And it's Man's Search for Meaning. So Frankl, if you haven't read that book, I recommend after this class you go to your local bookstore that's now open, and you can do curbside pickup, at least in California. Lean forward and lift up, and you buy that book, or go to Amazon. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Drive that back leg back, lengthen the upper body forward, breathe deep, couple more breaths. But we have to find those moments, and those moments will allow us to, prosper for our lives. One more inhale, and then fold if we can find. So for instance, standing splits, lift up as an endurance athlete. I'm very well versed at suffering. Lift, right? 100-mile bike ride, you know, adventure racing that would take 2 days. And there you'd go through all these ups and downs, highs and lows, you know, even in a marathon, half marathon, or whatever your endurance event is. Now, if you want, grab that leg and lift it up a little bit taller. One more inhale, and then both feet down, shake them out. We're gonna go down and squat a little bit differently this time. I'm gonna face you to make it easier to see. Go ahead and come down onto the toes with the knees apart, like this. Down onto the toes, knees apart, palms together. But in an endurance race, let's just say, for instance, you know, it's going to take you half Ironman. Could take anywhere from, you know, the pros are doing it in 4 hours. For me, whatever, 5.5, 6 hours, and people doing it 8, 9 hours, right? The cutoff is 11 hours. So there's a lot of psychological up and down that goes on, that happens with these bigger events, and this is like an endurance event, this whole situation. So you have to, you know, just a moment of shade in the middle of a hot, sunny day. It's like, that little breeze, it just feels so good. And the effect of that has to last. Go ahead and take one arm up. So this is my left arm. I don't know if it looks like my left or my right, but you take it up, and then we're gonna wrap this leg. So you're gonna come underneath and wrap it around. What time is it? Oh, Instagram, I'm gonna lose you. So I'm gonna just restart the feed. Stand by, guys. Stand by. Let me just do this right here quick, because I'm gonna start and stop, okay? So if you're practicing with us, then just find me again. And now, share, and then there, and there, boom. And we are back. Okay, so thank you for your patience. And so now what we're going to do is wrap the leg. So you're going to take one arm, wrap it around this way, opposite arm back this way, lengthen up and twist up and turn. So if you are doing this, this is great. This is all you need. Just hang in here, breathe and twist. If you feel like you want to take this to the next level, what you got to do is turn, lift the hips up, and then stand up on that leg and breathe. So now I'm standing on one leg with the opposite arm, wrapping the leg, breathing deep, smiling. Yay, look, here's a moment that I'm going to hold on to. All right, good. Then come on down and then switch it back to the center. Opposite arm goes under. So you got to turn it under this way. And then the arm goes back, wraps around. Lengthen the upper body, twist and turn up. And that's enough. You do not have to go into some weird standing pose. But if you want to, it's there for you. You lean over, lean to that standing leg, slowly stand up and breathe. Good, a few more breaths. Smile. And then slowly come on back down. Yeah, Papa. All right, now go ahead and straighten the legs, hang forward. I'll give you a couple options. 3 options. Hang forward here, grab the elbows. Option 1, so that's more an easier version. Option 2, hang forward, grab the big toes with the 2 fingers and the thumb. Look forward as you inhale, fold down as you exhale, stretch. And then option 3, if you want to take it even further, is where you're standing on your hands. So you can stand on the hands here. Look forward as you inhale, and then fold down as you exhale and stretch. Good. And then back to our crow pose or the squat. So one more round here. So you could just come right back into your squat. Remember, squatting is fantastic. You want to build the ability to be comfortable here for at least 3 minutes. All right. And if you want an arm balance and you want out of the squat because you're too uncomfortable and you're not listening to me at all, just kidding, then you could do your crow pose and or crow to headstand. I'm going to do crow to headstand one more time. So let's do that. Support or set the hands, knees in, lean forward, bend the arms, drop the head, pause. Make sure you're okay, make sure the neck is okay, and then engage the abdomen and lift the hips up over the shoulders and then straighten the legs up. That's headstand. Breathe. Couple more breaths. And then slowly coming down, if you can, back to crow. And then shoot the legs back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Excellent job. Woohoo, yay, yes. All right, I think that was good, right? That was both sides. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. Yes, we did both sides. And then switch sides again, stretch. All right, I'm gonna do a couple back bends. So drop to the knees, Ustrasana camel. If you need extra padding, you double up your mat there. And Ustrasana camel pose. I still don't know why they call this camel. I guess maybe because you have a hump. Maybe I don't know, if you're pushing your chest up from the side, it looks like a camel. I don't get it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Not for me to get. Right hand to the heel, left arm up, lean back, stretch. I understand some of the poses where they're like, oh, frog pose. Yeah, that makes sense. It looks like a frog. I don't know, pigeon pose looks nothing like a pigeon. Oh, one more breath. Abdomen strong, remember, especially me right now because of that tender spine, which by the way is getting better, thankfully. Switch sides, lift up, lean back, stretch again. Oh, yeah, you know what I didn't do? I didn't check my, one more breath, and then come forward. Yeah, I might have to change my batteries here, you guys. But come forward, pause for a second. I'll just keep my eyes on that green light. That green light goes out, then I'll have to change. We might make it through, we'll see. So now again, you're gonna go one more time, Ustrasana camel pose. So from here, leaning back onto the hands, driving the hips forward, lifting the heart up, dropping the head back, breathe deep. One more breath. Good, abdomen strong. Slowly come forward. And child's pose. Child's pose. Rest for a couple breaths. And then we're going to move to low plank next. So I think just to be on the safe side, while you guys do low plank, I will go get a couple batteries. So go from here. Go ahead and set your forearms, tuck the toes, straighten the legs back. We'll do 90 seconds. And I promise I'll be back in 30 seconds. And then we'll start doing some variations. So abdomen strong, tuck the toes, straighten the legs back, go. Timer has begun. And if you can, keep the palms flat down, actually. Keep breathing. Approaching 30 seconds, if you can hear me. So when we get to 30 seconds, let me get down here. You're going to take one leg up. Lied. We're going to go a little bit longer. So we'll do the start at 40 seconds. Ready? Now pick one leg up. 10 seconds. Hold it. I'm going to do this 2 times on each leg. Switch legs. Hold it. Switch legs again, hold. Good, switch legs again, hold. This is it here. And then we're gonna do mountain climbers if you can. Mountain climbers on the forearms. Go, 30 seconds, 3. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Oh, dolphin pose. I forgot. Dolphin pose. Lift the hips. Push. Shoulders back. Give it a really big stretch here. One more breath. Push. And if you can, look at the hands. Push the arms straight. And then downward facing dog. Take a moment. Bend the left leg. Push the right heel down. Stretch it. And then switch sides and stretch. Good. Knees. You're going to cross the legs. Lie back. We're going to do a little bit of abdomen and just a couple things. Just do two things. So we'll start with the yogi bicycle and then do some side crunches. So go ahead and lie back. Just move this out of the way. Lie back. Pull the knees in. Give them a squeeze. Make some circles on the lower back. And then lift the head up. Start going back and forth 50 times. 2, 3, 4. 16, 17, 18, 20, 30, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and pull the knees. Then what we're going to do is roll to the right side. From here, we're going to do some side crunches. So right from here, bottom arm straight, top arm behind the head. Crunch. 1, 2, 25 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Same thing, other side. Ah, a nice cool breeze. Yay. 25. Ready? Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25 more. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Done with the abs there. Now a couple back bends. Let's just do 2. We did a couple the other way. So you can drop the feet, lift the hips, and clasp the hands underneath you. Wiggle the shoulders, push the hips up. If you feel like you want to go to your full back bend, you can flip the arms right now. This is still number 1 of 2, but flip the arms and go up. Full back bend here. I will say, I know some of you may have heard, we needed to do that more. That's why we did it. I don't know if it was yesterday. It might have been yesterday. Because I've been wanting to do that pose more because I feel like I'm losing it. Well, thanks to you guys and us doing this so regularly, 6 days a week, I feel like I'm getting it back a little bit. One more time. Lift the hips up, and obviously it's all relative, right? Hands back. One more time. Set the hands, push up, and breathe. One more breath. Slowly, slowly, slowly come down. Good. Pull the knees in, give them a squeeze, circles on the lower back, massage. All right, and then happy baby pose. Grab the outsides of the feet, tailbone down. Stretch. Hold that right foot, release the left leg, let it go all the way forward. Gently pull down. Switch sides, same thing. Good, then back up, gentle stretch, give it a big tug. All right, and then release the feet, rock up to a seat, forward and back a few times. Oh. All right, so now let's do a couple minutes just like our Saturday classes, a couple minutes in handstands. If you want to kick up into handstand, now's the time to do that with you. Hip opener. So if you're not going to kick up into handstand, take the legs wide and just hang forward. So you flex the feet back, hang forward. This should be a nice big hip stretch here. If you want to take it even a little bit deeper, you can take it to frog pose. Frog pose, knees wide, turn the feet out like this here, and that is your frog pose. And push the hips back. So you have to have an active press back into your hip stretch. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer and we'll take just a couple minutes, so 2 minutes, let's say. Solid hip stretch. Give some folks a little time to kick up. Definitely I'll switch, but we hands. It's all about fingertips and abdomen. If you have a wall, you can use a wall nearby. If you're working on being away from the wall, think about your fingertips and your abdomen as you kick up into this wonderful pose. Fingers are spread, palms are flat, and then just kick up. All right? I know that's easier said than done, but once you're up there, then you work on your balance. If you're working on kicking up, that's one thing, right? First thing is working on kicking up. Second thing is kicking up. Third thing is working against the wall. Fourth thing is working on balance away from the wall. Fifth thing is working on some variations in the pose. So again, kick up. Work on getting your hips up above your wrists and shoulders
And notice my legs are bent, my arms are slightly bent, my abdomen is engaged. So that roundedness is done purposely so that you can get your body balanced on your arms. It is no small feat to be able to balance your whole entire body. I'm 180 pounds. The whole entire body on top of these little joints with these little things, right? That's hard. So let's go just a couple more. If you're kicking up, and if you're in the hip stretch, just hang there and breathe. But when everything works together, then it gets a little bit easier. All right. All right. Coming down from your handstands and then moving out of your frog pose or your Upavista Konasana, and then make your way over to pigeon. So now we're going to move over into pigeon pose, and that's when I'm going to change the batteries. So pigeon pose, downward facing dog, and then you just step that right leg forward. We're going to wind down here for the next 10-15 minutes or so. Pigeon pose, right here is where you want to feel a nice stretch. Should not feel it in the knees at all. Let's see, I get that. If you do feel it in the knee, then you want to do reclining pigeon. And reclining pigeon basically is this here, right, where you got the ankle like this, and then you pull in and stretch. All right, so that's your reclining pigeon. I'm going to spend, let's say, another minute or so here, not long, 90 seconds or so on each one, a minute or so. Breathe. I'm just going to change these out temporarily. And should be back. All right, there we go. That was easy. On the fly diaper change, otherwise known as a battery swap. Few more breaths. And then we'll switch sides, same thing. Down dog and switch. Alrighty. So remember pigeon, and if you have any knee stuff, you're in reclining pigeon. It's totally fine to be in reclining pigeon. Absolutely 100% okay. Go ahead and drop down, stretch, breathe. And then again, if you're newer to us, I'm live streaming on a regular basis, partially because my studio has been shut down, partially because now it's become so fun to see so many people from so many different places. Let me know where you're practicing from. I want to know. I got all kinds. I got Cheesesteak Factory, Pennsylvania, which is fantastic. But lots of different places, lots of different countries, actually. I can't believe it, right? When we started this, everybody was telling me where they were practicing from. Haven't done that in a little while, so let me know. And it's just so nice to connect with people outside of Malibu. Malibu's pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but it's been so great to reconnect with people I haven't seen in a long time. A friend of mine that I've known since second grade, his wife sent me a message and said, "Thank you so much for the yoga. It's been so great," you know. So that's Lori and Eddie Reinford. I don't know if you guys are there, but what I need to do, I need some video of Eddie doing yoga. That's what I need. We used to party our tail off in second grade. We used to do all kinds. Is it second grade or third grade? I forget. We were. How old were we? 9, 10, 11? I forget. Anyway, So anyway, so the studio shut down. If you have the means to pay, we would very much appreciate it. I set up a little donation on 5pointyoga.com, or you could Venmo me directly. If you Venmo me, you can pay whatever you want. The donation is on 5 Point Yoga is a $15 suggested donation, or you could sign up for a class package through Mind Body. I know a lot of people use that, and you can do that too. Thank you very much. Come on out of that pose. And what's good, the good news is that, you know, we will survive, thankfully. I know a lot of businesses are not going to survive this, but we will. So I'm very happy about that. Bring the legs forward, shake it out. It might look a little different, but we're going to survive, right? Like, I can't have a crowded yoga studio anymore. I'm going to have a half full yoga studio. Half full, notice I use the words full, not empty. Half full. And you know, we're going to clean everything, and we're going to make sure that people understand if there any kind of sickness. We got thermometers. We can take people's temperature, so we'll make it all sanitized well for everybody. And we'll stream. We will continue streaming because it's just been so great, and we'll do that all on a donation basis. So I'm excited about that. And the online platform that I mentioned a couple of days ago, and I think yesterday, is just moments away. We're just waiting for approval for the paid version of it. There's a free version and a paid version. So once we get the approval for the paid version, then you can go choose, and then you can just support that, and then that can be like a monthly thing, or you can be there and for free, and we'll do all kinds of fun things in there besides just a daily yoga practice. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be daily posts and, you know, weekly little talks and coaching and things like that. So it should be fun. And yes, now up and back and over for plow pose. Legs up and back and over. You know, and this whole thing, legs up to shoulder stand, if that's okay. And this whole thing, I think, you know, when I say we, I mean me, myself, and I, just being a health person and a fitness person, you know, yoga too is, you know, one of the things that we all need during times of strife, whether it's the loss of a loved one or a pandemic, right? We all need to be able to find something that helps bring us back to center, that helps bring us back to our mental state, right? A positive mental state. Take the legs wide, feet. You know, thankfully I'm in a business where that can happen, you know, and I feel like it's, you know, I'm lucky to be able to provide, you know, maybe some moments of relief from all the heaviness and stress. Go ahead now, bend the knees, soles of the feet together, knees wide, breathe. But the cool thing is that we all get to do, we're in this together, apart, but together, at home together. Now down over the head, we're going to take our final twist and Shavasana. Yay! Pull the right knee in, give it a good squeeze in, roll to your left side and take a nice big twist. A few breaths. Oh. And of course, feel free, you know, please, I encourage you to share this with your friends and, you know, let people know about it. And if there's any requests that you have, I'm always happy to, or questions, they don't even have to be requests, but just questions. I'm always happy to answer them. We did a whole nutrition talk the other day. That was fun. Pull that leg in and then switch. And we only really talked about insulin resistance. We didn't even really get into all kinds of other big topics about nutrition. But I think one of the most important things is keep yourself healthy, right? Keep yourself healthy physically. Keep yourself healthy emotionally. Keep yourself healthy mentally. And sometimes the emotions will go up and down based on circumstance or what's going on. And, you know, sometimes the head goes up and down. And so I've been lucky enough to find a bunch of things where I can use my body to just help subvert the mind and trick the mind into feeling like, wait a second, man, it's all perspective. It's all just perspective. Come back to the center and Shavasana from here. So feet flop open, arms out to the side. You know, moving the body allows you to help shift that perspective. I'm going to take a solid 5-minute Shavasana. So take a nice big inhale as deeply as you can. And exhale. Good. Totally relax here.
Okay, you guys go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center and your right hand to your belly. And just pause for a moment. And then you can start to bend the knees and roll to your right side and just pause again. A few breaths. Someone asked why we roll to our right side, and you roll to your right and then gravity pulls everything toward the right side, which opens up the left side of your nostril. So you'll notice as you sit up, now you're ready to receive what the universe has to offer, right? Or a teaching for that matter. And when the left side is open, it controls the right side of the brain, which is more logical, right? Go ahead and sit up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed, a few breaths. Remember, connecting with that place inside that's always calm, always relaxed, always secure, always stable. That's beyond this world, that's greater, your God self, the part of you that's connected to the universe, right? That understands that this is all temporary. Pandemic is temporary. Life and frustration is temporary, and that we will get through it all. And hopefully enjoy the process. Bring the palms together at the heart. Take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath, because we never know when is going to be our last, right? So gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, here and gone. And thank you very much for showing up. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting your local businesses. And stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you back here Monday morning, 9 a.m. my time, 12 on the East Coast, 5 in the UK. Thanks, you guys, and I will see you next time. Do 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 do. Yay, everybody. Yay.